It was awesome. Really impressed and pleased with the effort we got from the guys. I can only imagine how much they want to get out there and play. You know, and day one was a lot of defense, and the morning practice, because of the rules, there's no contact. So this morning's practice was all about the details, the fundamentals. We went over some stuff again defensively, and they accept that challenge, and they gave a great effort today.
Have they been policing themselves and firing themselves up, or have you had to kind of keep them going?
Oh, no, both, you know, and
in terms of them, their effort. And
yeah, no, we're staying on them as a coaching staff, and we told them we're going to challenge them every day. That's what we want, but they've done a phenomenal job of bringing it themselves as well, and when they mess up, you know, taking ownership for it.
You know, as a player, I'm sure you remember those first scrimmages and the excitement going into it. As a coach, what do you want to see tonight?
We want to see the carryover from the drills we've done the last 2 days. You know, I would expect that what we see is a lot of turnovers and sloppy play, because we're finally going to let them loose and let them get out there and play, and people are fighting for jobs and time and everything else. So it'll probably be played at a little too fast of a pace, but personally, I'd like to see some of the carryover from the defensive philosophies into the practice tonight.
At what point will you guys start to maybe implement some more offensive stuff?
We put in our first couple sets today, but right now we're just working on, you know, running the lanes we want to run, the spacing we want to have, and, you know, as we get more comfortable, we'll continue, you know, each day to add a piece here or there. But you know, we have a big picture plan, and we're going to take our time putting the stuff in, because you know, it's more important that what we're doing now, we get it right.
Do you use Chris kind of like battling through a shoulder injury as an example to your players at all?
Great point, Mike.
Kind of for toughness and things like that?
Absolutely. You know, when you look over and you see someone of his you know, his stature and his, you know, presence fighting through a shoulder injury like that, I think it really it motivates everyone else around him to fight through and go a little bit harder.
I even worked out today.
So, yeah, you got time in the gym. Yeah.
Good left hand as well.
What's that?
His good left hand as well.
Interviewing, he's done a good job so far today. Yeah, he's been pretty good.
What's Jordan Clarkson showed you these first 2 days?
I talked to him before camp, to me the challenge for him was becoming a very good defender. And the first 2 practices we've had, he's been one of our best. He's been aggressive. He's been chesting. He's been fighting over screens. So he's been very impressive so far.
Can you take us through what your day is like when these 2-a-days start from what's your schedule like?
Well, we met last night as a staff and got everything situated, and then this morning I woke up early around 6:45, got a good workout in. Went and had breakfast with the staff just to touch up on some stuff, and then we got 3 buses coming over here. We head over, get players worked out beforehand, and then practice. We'll go home right now, have lunch, meet as a staff again, and talk about our practice tonight. Probably shower up and head back to the gym, and then have a good practice. Go back tonight, meet up as a staff again, watch the film, put a little edit together for tomorrow's practice, and figure out, you know, what we need more work on and what we're doing well, and then hopefully get some sleep.
Luke, I know it's early, but have you seen some people step up in terms of leadership role?
Yeah, there's been, you know, D'Angelo's been great. We have unique leaders on this team. You know, there hasn't really been that one loud voice that you normally have, but everyone, you know, Lou Williams has been phenomenal. Luau's been great with the young guys. Julius's effort's been phenomenal. So people are stepping up their leadership roles in different ways.
Is there anything when you're looking at mentality this year is a lot different than last year? He called it a more business-like approach. I know you weren't around him last year, but how would you describe his kind of his demeanor and his mentality?
He's been great. He's been professional. He's been vocal. He's doing everything we're asking. He's making plays. Yeah, I mean, again, like you said, I don't know how to compare it from last year because I wasn't here, but he's been very professional so far in this short training camp we had. But even in the summer, coming in each day, he's been good with that.
It seems like you've been going out of your way as a coach to empower him as a young player, empower him as a leader. What's been the thought process?
I want to empower all our players, honestly. When players take over and they take ownership of the team, they play harder. They hold each other accountable because it's their team. You always have more pride in something if you feel like you have a bigger role in it. So the more ownership our players want to take and the more power they want to have, as long as we're doing things the right way, I'm going to encourage all of the players to do that.
And Luke, as much as Jordan played well offensively, he was saying like how he felt like he needed to find how to play the right way more consistently. What do you want to see out of that?
Out of the way Jordan plays offensively?
Yeah.
Right now, offensively, we've done maybe 10% of practice. So all our focus has been on defense, really, and he's been phenomenal on defense. Offensively, I don't really have a set goal I'm looking for right now. It's more the team idea of ball movement, player movement, never standing around. And I think if the team embraces that, the way Jordan plays and the way he moves on the court, he'll have a great year.
That collective ownership you were just talking about before among the team, is that similar to the way Phil coach Steve Luke?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely was up in Golden State, and with Phil too. I think he never used to like to call timeouts because he wanted us to figure it out on the floor. He wasn't going to sit there and bail us out, and by doing that, you kind of grow and you learn how to adjust to different things that are happening during a game, and it's definitely part of what I've taken from both of them for sure.
When you thought about this training camp and how you wanted to run it, how much of it comes from what you saw in Golden State? How much of it comes from what you were doing as a player in those training camps?
I haven't thought about it enough to give you a percentage, but most of it is what I think our team needs the most. We have a young group. We got some vets that are new to the team. So to me, a lot of it is building a bond with our guys right now, getting them to believe in and buy into the idea that we're much more powerful and going to have a lot more success if we really approach the season like a team, where we don't care who's having the success or who's scoring the points, and we can kind of have a brotherhood, if you would, type of environment. So a lot of what we've done as a staff and what we're trying to do is to get that going.
So it sounds like those philosophies are almost more unique to this particular team
Absolutely.
than they are to what you picked up.
Yeah, in Golden State it was completely different. We inherited a really good team that had a lot of veteran players and had already been in the playoffs, and they were on the path up. So our first year training camp, we had completely different goals than what we have right now as a staff and a team.
Do you ever use stories from your time up there with these guys, or is that?
No, I don't like doing that. This is our team. This is who we are. Individually, if I'm talking to Julius about how I want him to push the ball, and it's one-on-one, then I'll bring up the way Draymond pushes the ball and play makes out of that power forward spot, and I'll show him clips of that, or Brandon. If I'm talking one-on-one defensively, I'll show him clips of Andre and the way Andre uses his length to give people problems. But when we're doing stuff as a team, I don't like to use examples from other teams. I like to keep it in-house and talk about our guys and what we can do.